the city. Your books inspired us and we would like to find out more about you.
Thank you, Luke.
Hi, my name is Sophie. When you were a child, what was your dream job?
I wanted to be a vet. I loved animals and I thought being a vet would be great. Fortunately, at that time you had to go to Australia to train, and my parents didn't have enough money, so I ended up going to university in New Zealand, becoming a teacher.
Hey, my name's Luke, and good question. What's your longest novel?
My longest one is probably the one I'm writing at the moment. It's called Ruins of Tarakohi. Most of my books are about 50 to 55,000 words. This one is already 67,000 and I've still got 4 chapters to go. So it's going to be pretty long unless I can get, I want to get it shorter. I've got to do a lot of work on it, Luke, to get it down to what I want. And of interest to you people as far as Jelly Mountain is concerned, because you're asking questions about it, this is Jelly Mountain as you will know it. Recognise it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is Jelly Mountain as it's going to be from now on. Jelly Mountain is out of print. And publishers asked me, it said they'd like to reprint it, but they wanted to change the name. And so I used this name, and I used this name because originally that's what it was. This is the first book that I wrote, the first children's book. It's called The Last Tour to Tara, as you can see. And I sent it off to publishers, and 9 times it got rejected. People didn't think it was good enough to publish. So I printed it myself. You can see it's done with spiral binding. I printed it on my inkjet printer. And I tried it out with some children I was teaching at that time, and they told me that it was really bad. Just the same as the publishers had. So some years later I rewrote it, and I called it The Secret of Jelly Mountain, because just about every publisher had seen this. But now Scholastic are bringing it out under its original name. So if you see this in the shops, it's not a new story, it's just an old story with a new name.
Hi, I'm Meredith. Which character in your book is most like you?
Well, I would say, in a way, Tony in
you might know the name.
Frog Whistle Mine.
Yeah. Some of us have been reading that.
Anybody read Frog Whistle Mine?
Put your hand up if you read Frog Whistle Mine. Wonderful.
Yeah, well, Tony, I'm a bit like Tony at Frog Whistle Mine. I'm really interested in science and things like that. Or if you've read I keep on forgetting the name of the books, there's so many. Steel Pelicans. Anybody read that? No?
You've read it, Renee. Renee's reading it down the back, yeah.
Yes, it's probably a little bit old. It's designed for 12 to 13-year-olds. But there's a boy in there who makes explosives and so on. That's a bit like me when I was a boy.
Has it always been your dream to write?
No, I was hopeless at writing when I was at school. If my English teacher at high school was around now, they'd be amazed that I could write a novel. I was pathetic. I learned to write when I was writing textbooks because I really did want to get to write books that would help people understand science. And so I made sure that I became a decent writer, which I hope I am now. Do I plan? Yes. Plan takes about a month. I've got to work. The important thing is to work out your characters and work out ways of making them likeable or unlikable. Then you've got to get a structure of the story which will keep people reading. You've got to have something exciting towards the beginning, but then you've got to build the excitement up until the climax at the end. This takes a lot of planning, and It's essential that it's done before you start, otherwise it takes weeks and weeks of rewriting to get it sorted out.
Do you plan using pen and paper, or do you plan on your computer?
It depends. I usually do it on my computer. I use a spreadsheet, which I've got various headings on it, and I make sure I'm slotting things in the right place. This spreadsheet will vary from book to book, but it does help me as a starting point. However, I might get an idea. When I'm planning a book, I might be out having a cup of coffee or something like that, and I get an idea. I carry around a little notebook with me all the time, and I just jot down ideas. I always have a notebook. Or more recently, I've got a new smartphone.
Hi, I'm Carrie. Have you ever rewritten a page?
Rewritten? I've rewritten whole books. That's what you have to do. Rewriting is the way in which you create good stories. When you've finished the first draft, you've got a product which is a starting point. From then on, you've got to create something which other people will enjoy reading. Because I can tell you the first draft is not particularly good. And I think that applies to just about everybody with their writing.
Hi, my name is Samuel. We've been reading your mystery novels. Would you like to write in any other genres?
No, it'll always be mystery adventure. The adventure stuff is great to write. It's what I enjoy writing, and I can't see me doing. I might do a little bit of science fiction at some stage, but not at the moment. Certainly I won't be writing fantasy.
Hi, I'm Jessica. My question is, have you ever considered being an illustrator?
I wish I could even consider it. I am hopeless at drawing, and it's unfortunate because I've got ideas that I want to put down on paper and have come out in storybooks or in non-fiction books. But I have to communicate my ideas to illustrators because I can't draw a thing.
Hi, I'm Renee. Are your books based on places you have been and things you have experienced?
Oh, they are always based on places I've been because that's the first part of the planning. I go to the place and I might have 3-4 days there up to 2 weeks. This book that I'm writing at the moment is set in down Nelson and Golden Bay, and I've been there 3 times. Once to find out what it was like, second time to plan the story, and just again a few months back because my story wasn't working the way I wanted it to, so I went back again to get some more ideas from the landscape. I try to make my stories fit in with what's there, and that's very hard. I can't change things around. I have to make my story fit the things that are there. And if I haven't visited the place, I've got to find out some way of visiting it, either using Google Earth or Street View on Google Maps, or get somebody who lives nearby to take photos for me. Otherwise, I have to go there myself.
Hi. Our last question is, when's your next book coming out?
I've got one in August. That was Project Huia, but somebody rang me the other day and said that they'd already got a copy, so I think it might be out now. After that, I don't know. The next will be Ruins of Tarakohi, the one I'm writing at the moment. And from the time that I give it to the publishers, which I think will be in July, it might take a year or even longer. It's possible that I won't have a book out next year, which annoys me a little. I've got behind with my writing. I need to catch up again.
We would like to thank you for taking the time to talk to us about your writing. We would love to read more of your books and can't wait until your next book comes out. Thanks again and good luck with your writing career.
Good. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me in your class.
Bye.
Bye.